What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are diving into our first battles of Master League for the Premier Cup here in Season 3. Now what we're doing is we're trying out a team today recommended by PvPoke. If you guys aren't following PvPoke on Twitter, be sure to do so, but they put out amazing graphics at the start of each league giving some recommendations for team building. We did this for Ultra League Premier Cup as well and had a lot of success, so we're going to try it today with the Master League Premier Cup. And first up is going to be Dragonite, Metagross, and Snorlax, all of which are fantastic Pokemon in the meta, very highly ranked, and can handle a lot of situations. We're putting Dragonite on that lead because it has a lot of great matchups, and the big losses you really need to watch out for is going to be something like maybe a Magnezone or a Togekiss, which we do have some great coverage for there in the back. We're utilizing the Metagross there with Meteor Mash, which is a legacy move, and you guys can obtain that maybe from a trade or a future event or an elite charge TM, but basically that was a community day move. And we're utilizing Snorlax there on the safe swap with Lick, Body Slam, and Superpower to give us some nice coverage. Now Snorlax does have a very versatile moveset, so I could see a lot of things working. I could see Outrage working, Earthquake working, Skull Bash. There's a lot of different options you guys can go with. This is just what I decided. So as you can see, it has some great coverages on the meta, real strong team, so let's see how we do today. Alright, getting right into the first battle here. Still can't see the ranks there in the game, which is still kind of weird, but that's alright. We don't need to see our rank, we're just kind of playing along here. We are in the 2400s for those of you who are wondering. So we have Dragonite versus Hippowdon on the lead. This is not good for us, so we're going to bail right away. That's an Ice Fang Hippowdon. We're going to go straight into Snorlax, and they bring in their own Snorlax as well, and if you guys see, their Snorlax has a ribbon on it, which looks like a Best Buddy, which is not going to be good. So we're just going to go for Body Slams right here. I don't want to tell that I have Superpower, nor do I want to give myself that debuff too early, so we're going to need to chip away health in this mirror match and hope to land a Superpower late, which they may not shield, because we definitely need to try to flip this matchup if we can. They do have Skull Bash though. That really hurts, so this is not looking good for us. We're going to go ahead and go for another Body Slam right here just to chip away some extra health, and what I'm hoping I can do is maybe get two Superpowers back to back here and try to see if we can take out the Snorlax. It's going to be tough though. So a charge move now coming through. We're going to be going for our Superpower here. Again, super effective damage because of that normal typing on the Snorlax, which it does land fantastic. And then we're going to be able to try to go for a Body Slam. But charge move now coming through. Do we shield? We're going to go ahead and shield right here. And it was just a Body Slam. Dang, we could have let that one go. We're going to go for our own Body Slam now. Hopefully this gets the shield from the opponent. If not, we're going to flip it. No, it doesn't even flip it because of that Skull Bash. That's tough. Really close right here. We can't give up a second shield though. We need to try to get to this Body Slam and flip this matchup. So definitely a slight misplay. If I would have gone for the Superpower, we could have potentially won that. So we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam right here. This should be taking out the Snorlax and hopefully we flip it. But they do decide to shield, so great call by them. It's going to be fast move versus fast move. But because they have that extra defense from Skull Bash, they were able to flip that matchup, which is fantastic for them. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Dragonite right here. We're just going to try to get ahead on energy, and we'll see what decides to come in. It's going to be a Metagross now, which is not good. So what I need to do is try to catch a Meteor Mash. That is my goal right here. I want to try to catch a Meteor Mash potentially, or just try to do as much damage as I can. We don't get a shield, so we're just going to try to go for as much damage as we can right here and rely on our own Metagross to try to sweep the end game. So we didn't get a shield. Meteor Mash will be taking us out, and then we're going to go ahead and bring in our own Metagross. Now, this is tough, so I'm kind of watching their energy, and I'm like, okay, we just got to Meteor Mash. They threw theirs pretty quick, so I'm guessing they don't have Earthquake, so I'm not going to shield, but it was an Earthquake. F's in the chat, everyone. Yeah, that was bad. It would have been tough anyways if we did shield right there because there was still the Hippowdon. But still well played to my opponent and just got messed up there in the mid game. So now we have Dragonite versus Garchomp. Very solid lead for us. Things are looking good. And what's great about this matchup is you can definitely pressure with shields because of that Dragon Claw. You just have to watch out for the Outrage, right? That will do so much damage. Basically one-shot your Dragonite. And you can win this in the 2-shield because of the raw Dragon Breath damage as well. So we're going to go ahead and shield right here. It is going to be a Sand Tomb shield bait, which is okay. We're going to keep loading up on energy. And they threw a charge move really quickly, and I second guessed myself here. I'm like, this is Sand Tomb, but I decided to shield, and it was a Sand Tomb. It was too quick right there, so a little rusty right now. But we're going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax into Metagross here. Snorlax is a pretty good counter to Metagross. And yeah, we're gonna mess up again. We're a little rusty, everyone. I don't know about you guys, but Master League is kind of like shaking off the rust. Got to remember all these matchups here. And what we're going to try to do is build up to 2 superpowers, and then we fire it off too late. So Metagross just easily took out our Snorlax without us responding in any way, shape, or form with a charge move, which is not good, everyone. So what we have to do is now recover from this and catch an Earthquake on our Dragonite. So we're just going to load up on energy. We're going to go straight for the Meteor Mash right here, as our switch clock is not back up, so we need to delay that as much as we can. Meteor Mash will also be applying pressure. Our switch clock is coming back up, and we're going to go ahead and switch, and we catch the charge move. Everyone, please let this be an Earthquake. It is an Earthquake. We caught the Earthquake. Successful right there. And then there's a Togekiss that comes in. So can we get to the Hurricane in time? No, we cannot get to the Hurricane in time. Things are not looking good. We need to get to this Meteor Mash right here. But they decide to throw their energy. And I'm like, that was a bit quick, everyone. That was a bit quick. I don't think this is Flamethrower. It's going to be the Ancient Power. Fantastic. We can now overload on energy, and it's going to be all up to our Metagross right here to finish off. Now, we do need to throw the charge move. We can't take too much more charm damage, as there is still a Garchomp and a Metagross to deal with in the back, but we have the energy right now, everyone. We have the energy. Shields are down. They're going to be bringing in their Garchomp, which means we can overload a little bit. Remember, they expelled all their energy, and now we're going to go for the Meteor Mash. This is going to be enough to take it out, and their own Metagross is low, but remember, they just threw the Earthquake, which means we may be ahead on energy, so it's going to come down to the wire, and we get the Meteor Mash in time. That is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent, but it all came down to successfully catching that Earthquake there to recover well, because we didn't throw any charge moves on the Snorlax. So really got to shake off the rust here, but let's go ahead and move into the next battle. So far, doing good. But, you know, Master League's fun. I definitely think it's fun if you have the right Pokemon. I don't think it's as fun as Great League, but it's definitely, you got to remember all these matchups. Now, we have a terrible lead, Dragonite versus Magnezone. We got to go into the Snorlax right away right here, and they bring in their own Snorlax. I faced so many Snorlax versus Snorlax mirrors today. It was incredible. I don't know if you guys are seeing it as well, but we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam right here. Again, similar plan, get it low and hope to land a superpower, and let's hope they don't have that Skull Bash. Now, they are throwing their charge move right here. It was a bit quick, so I don't think it's going to be a Skull Bash. It is just going to be a Body Slam. So now this is going to be the Mind Game. I believe he has probably the same moveset as us, and we're going to try to just Body Slam spam right here. Remember, there's still the Magnezone to deal with, and we don't really have a hard cover for that. All we have is basically Earthquake, right? So we're going to definitely have shield advantage and energy advantage if we can. Another Body Slam now coming through. Snorlax versus Snorlax fight is really boring. I'm sorry, but here comes another charge move. I thought this could be a superpower, but if they do, I'll just throw my own. But it is just going to be another Body Slam right here. So we're going to load up on some more energy. We're going to go for our own Body Slam. Hopefully they think we're throwing a superpower and we get a shield, which would be fantastic, which they don't. So we're going to go ahead and swap now into Dragonite and get ahead on energy, but a Togekiss comes in. I'm like, okay, so Togekiss comes in. They're going to farm us down, and I make a mistake, I think, right here. Like, Hurricane does do more damage. That is correct, right? Hurricane does more damage. But like I said earlier, we need energy, right? We just took out way too much health. We took out way too much health there, and I needed Togekiss to have more health so I can come in and safely farm with Metagross and have a lot of pressure with charge moves on the back end. So we are ahead on energy right now. Things are looking good. We didn't need to shield the Togekiss because it didn't get to Flamethrower in time, which is fantastic. So we are going to see the Magnezone now come in. So again, this is another great opportunity right here. We should probably go for the Meteor Mash potentially, but I thought, you know, maybe they're going to try to get away with not shielding, so we're just going to pressure right away with Earthquake. We're going to swap into our Snorlax, and I'm going to try to go for Superpower, but I don't get it in time. I thought I had a bit more energy. What I was hoping to do was to land a cheap Superpower or get the second shield, but they swap perfectly into their Snorlax to soak the charge move right here, so well played to my opponent. So the Superpower is going to come through, take out their Snorlax, and they're going to be able to come in with energy right here. So again, another situation of Magnezone versus Metagross right here. And I know there's going to be a mirror shot coming at some point. They have to shield bait, so I'm going to call the shield bait early, and it is going to be a wild charge. That, man, I'm just Terrible calls this morning, everyone. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, but now they can just go straight mirror shot, and this is going to be a loss. I have to get to 2 earthquakes, and they can actually spark me down. So that's going to be a good game to my opponent. We lost lead. We made a couple missed calls right there, I think doing too much damage on the Dragonite, or just not shielding that first wild charge. But again, it's a mind game, right? That could have easily been a mirror shot, and we could have called it perfectly and completely flipped this matchup, and it would have been amazing. But it didn't go our way, so let's go ahead and move into the next battle here. All right, so we have Dragonite on the lead. It's pretty strong, but again, you got to watch out. Basically, Hippowdon, maybe Rhyperior with Smackdown, Magnezone, Gyarados as well, potentially if this is Dragon Breath, but they switch right away, so I didn't get to see the fast move, and their own Dragonite's going to come in. So we're going to build up and go for a Dragon Claw. I definitely want to try to get a shield right here, and then we're going to go into our Snorlax. Granted, I could have gone maybe into the Metagross right here, but I'm thinking maybe they have a Metagross in the back. We could use the Earthquake closing potentially with energy advantage, but we go ahead and shield, and it is a Hurricane, which does quite a bit, so we're going to try to load up, and I think I could have gotten away with not shielding right there. Hurricane does do a lot of damage. What I was hoping to do right here is basically, flip this fight, obviously win this matchup right here. They're not going to give up their second shield. We're not going to give up ours either. This was way too quick. This is definitely going to be a Dragon Claw, which is going to do less damage than the Hurricane. Hurricane still does quite a bit. So we're going to be a farm down. We're at a decent place right here that Gyarados is going to be coming back in, so we are going to be going for Body Slam spam, as it's going to be doing neutral damage, whereas Superpower would be resisted because of that flying typing on Gyarados. Yeah, Gyarados is flying typing. It doesn't look like it, doesn't have wings, but it definitely can fly with the Force or something like that. So we're just going for body slams, but this is again concerning because they're farming us down for a lot of energy, which is not good. So we're in a bad situation right here. They have Outrage. Waterfall Gyaradoses have access to Outrage and Crunch. So I can't really bring in my Metagross, so I have to bring in my Dragonite, and I know this is going to be an Outrage. So maybe in hindsight, right, I shield right here. Maybe in hindsight, we could have left it, but it's going to be an Outrage. They're going to switch to their own Metagross, and this is not good. So we're going to try to stay in here, and we're going to try to swap on the Meteor Mash, but no, they timed it perfectly, and this is going to be an Earthquake, and that is going to be a GG. So again, another just breaking the rust off, making some bad decisions. It happens. It happens. We don't always go 5-0 here on the channel, guys. I'm not, rank 1 in the world all the time, undefeated. I lose games. I make bad decisions, and I want you guys to see that here. I think it's important. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a loss right here. Good game to my opponent there, but I definitely think the big takeaway was maybe not shield that Snorlax. Maybe either gracefully lose and come back in and farm, and definitely keep shield advantage. That's what I'm giving up here. When you give up shield advantage and you have a Metagross in the back, it's really tough. So we're moving into the final battle here. Not looking too good right now, right? 1-3 in this set, but that's okay. I think we can come back really strong, and we'll have to see how this one goes. All right, so we have a Dragonite on the lead versus Garchomp. Okay, so another Garchomp matchup. Beautiful for us. Things are looking good. They swap out right away. They go into their Snorlax. So we're going to do some raw Dragon Breath damage, load up on some energy, and now we're going to swap into our own Snorlax here. Yes, they did get a bunch of energy, but we did take out quite a bit of health. If this is Skull Bash, again, it's going to be tough, but I think we can manage it. But it's just going to be Body Slam, which tells me they probably have Superpower as well. Now, they do have loaded energy, so they're going for the back-to-back, which basically puts us in a similar position, but now I have more energy than them at about the same health. That's why that Dragon Breath damage was so nice. So they're going to go ahead and throw another Body Slam. We're not going to shield right here. It's too close to be a Superpower. Again, I'm sorry for all these Snorlax matchups, but this is what my opponents were bringing. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Body Slam right here. It's going to do some nice neutral damage right there. And then we're just going to load up on energy. Now this is where it could be a Superpower. So we're just going to go ahead and throw a Body Slam. I want to pressure them, make them think maybe I have Superpower as well. They don't shield, which is fine. So now we're looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and throw another Body Slam right away. This is definitely going to be pressuring them. I don't think they're going to let this go through. I think they'll shield, which they do. So fantastic. So things are looking good. We want to maintain positive switch advantage, and they go for a charge move here. I'm like, if it's Superpower, fine. If it's not, we survive. It's Body Slam, we survive, and we can get to our own Body Slam right here. They probably had it as well. And this is going to be KOing the Snorlax. or we get 2 shields while we maintain shield advantage. No, we flipped it and maintained our shield. So we did a lot better there in that matchup than before. This Garchomp is loaded on energy, but our Dragonite is loaded on energy as well. So we're going to go ahead and just throw the Dragon Claw right here. It's going to be doing super effective damage because of the Dragon typing there on the Garchomp. We get the second shield. Beautiful. Now, like I said, we can win this in the 2 shields, so we're just going to go ahead and shield right here. We're anticipating a swap potentially, and there's the swap into Metagross, so we're going to go into our own Metagross right here, and things are looking really solid. So definitely a better matchup than what we did before, where we were on the other side, right, where we didn't have a shield, and this is what's deadly. So we're going to go ahead and shield right here. It's going to be an Earthquake. Beautiful. That means I can overload on energy right here. I don't have to throw the Earthquake right away. I can overload and then now go for an Earthquake because I need more energy versus that Garchomp in the back, right? So this Earthquake is going to be KOing the opponent Metagross. We are going to see the Garchomp now come back in. Beautiful. This Meteor Mash does a lot of damage, everyone. It does quite a bit. I think like 50 or 60%. I think 51% actually, which is a lot. As you guys can see, that does quite a bit. So things are looking good. We know they have Sand Tomb and they likely have Outrage, both of which will not KO from this range, I don't think. So Sand Tomb not going to be enough. We're going to swap to our Dragonite and finish off with a fast move, and that is going to be a good battle. So rough set today, right? You know, first set coming back, really. I did a couple battles yesterday just to see kind of how it goes, and I wasn't really feeling it. I was trying some different teams, but this team did some more research, did some more looking into how we can make this team work, and I think there is a lot of potential. I just made a lot of misplays. So I think you guys could try this team out if you have it. Maybe you guys will make better decisions than I did. But yeah, overall, I think pretty good. 2-3 is not too bad to Master League. Obviously, we want to go for those 5-0s, 4-1s, 3-2s. That's what we want. But, you know, it's okay. A 2-3 is okay. I'm happy with that. We got some good learning experience. I think we showcased the team pretty well. And we saw a lot of Snorlax versus Snorlax mirrors, and I started to learn that matchup a bit more towards the end. But yeah, overall pretty solid. Like I said, you guys got to watch out for Magazones. You got to watch out for Hippowdons. You got to watch out for those, you know, potentially Gyarados. Dragon Breath Gyarados as well can beat you in the 1 and 2 shield, so you got to watch out for that. And you got to watch out for Togekiss, but that's why we have those covers in the back. So let me know what you guys think about this team. How are your guys' battles going? Are you guys enjoying Master League? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.